No more training camp, no more exhibitions. The 2018 NFL season on EA Sports is underway. On the return, here's the dangerous Cordero Patterson. They go play action here on first down. Rush coming, and he's taken down. The former #1 overall pick, Jadeveon Clowney. Leading the surge there, he drops him for a loss of 6. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Now Brady throwing on 2nd down. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. The former Bill, Chris Hogan, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think.
And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. The 4-time All-Pro, J.J. Watt. And it'll be 4th down. On 4th down on now is the lefty Ryan Allen to punt. Back deep, Bruce Ellington. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line. They'll run it here. This is Deontay Foreman. And he's going to lose yardage back to his own 1-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
They've got to do a better job up front and create some space because they're right there, almost literally on their own goal line.
Just a couple of feet away from a safety. That could have been disastrous. From the end zone, Watson. And this is complete to Will Fuller. And they'll get him down up past the 15. 16 yards on that one, and also a Texan 1st down. And a nice start there to the aerial attack to pick up the 1st.
And I think preseason is officially over now. Getting into the groove of the regular season, that's a great way to get started. First drive of the season, what a nice completion.
Now a 1st down throw, Watson. Fuller brings it in over the middle. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage, as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man coverage, because man coverage...
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Watson hands this to Foreman, and he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
I think there's one element that just keeps increasing on defense in the NFL, and that's speed. They want it at every position, and we just saw there some linebackers who can go sideline to sideline, run past that trash, go past people, and make tackles near the sidelines.
And not only near the sideline, but also in the backfield there for the loss. On second down, here's Watson. And he fins it, but now he's swallowed up and taken down.
Enough to start to have a good drive, quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
No, now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Gonna need something special here on 3rd and long after that sack. What does Watson have in his arsenal? From the gun, here's Watson. Pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
Well, that's the second time he's been sacked so far in the first half, and if they have designs on having a big year, on going anywhere, they've got to find a way to keep him upright so he can throw the football.
On 4th down, here's the veteran Shane Leckler to punt it away. This is taken around the 12. It'll be a 41-yard punt, give them 5 on the return. And the Patriots take over. The Pats offense coming out, yet another Super Bowl run last year that, of course, came up short against the Eagles. But Charles Gronk is back, Tom Brady back. Do they have any magic left in the tank?
Of course they do. They're the New England Patriots, and until further notice, they run the AFC East, they run the AFC. That's just who they are. But in order for them to win a Super Bowl again, to get back there and take it this time, they need the continued play of Brady, the continued magic. But on defense, not just winning the money downs. They've got to win 1st and 2nd down so that the money down tilts in their favor.
Less than a minute to go here in a scoreless first quarter to this point. Keeping it on the ground on first, Michel. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. The Texans and Patriots met in the divisional round of the playoffs 2 years ago. The Pats won that one, but they also met in one of the better games of the regular season last year. The Pats won, but it was in pretty dramatic fashion.
How about Deshaun Watson, his 2nd start in the NFL for the Houston?
Looking to hit Matthews, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 40, and the return here will go to the 31-yard line. He was looking for Matthews that time. Now, they told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
After the interception, here's Watson. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at second down.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now a toss play. This is Foreman, and he'll get about 3 as he's brought down to the 28. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7.
Richmond. Come back.
Out of the gun, Watson. And that is incomplete. It was the veteran Devin McCourty. You got a hand in there to break that one up.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football. football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
Kaimi Fairbairn now to attempt the Texan field goal from the right hash. This from 45 yards away. The kick by Fairbairn is good. And it's now 3-0 Texans. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces them to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
This offense trots back out there now, and as they do, Charles, one thing to point out that we saw a second ago are some of the new rules in the NFL this year regarding kickoffs.
Yeah, nowadays, the kickoff team, no more running starts. Remember that when you kind of circle a guy around and here he goes? No more. You have to start, close to the ball. And when it's kicked, then you get to take off and go, so you can't build up your speed that way. Also, when you're returning it, remember those wedges that we used to say where guys would form together, 2 or 3 guys? No more of those. So it'd be a lot more man-on-man, one-on-one blocking. And also they have rules about where people have to be when the ball's kicked, where they have to be when the ball's caught. So to me, it's much more like a punt return than it is an actual kickoff return. So I'm eager to see if teams now take their punt returners, those nifty guys who make people miss in the open field, and make them the kickoff returners as well, because I think you can still get big plays in this area if you have the right people back there.
Throwing on first down is Brady. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
Let's face it, you can run the route tree as many times as you want, get in sync, practice it, do all those things. But once you get to game speed, it doesn't always time up quite that well. That one goes incomplete.
Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. Brady will try again on 2nd down. Over the middle, Julian Edelman, it's complete. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kareem Jackson. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line. Gronkowski, the intended target. Watson off play action. Sliding out of the pocket. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down.
No doubt that's a very good play defensively right there, because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his legs. How about the way they were able to contain him? That also tells me the coverage was excellent downfield.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Now a play fake, and it's Watson on the move to his left. And he's going to go out of bounds, taking it down inside the 25. A really nice gain of 25 yards. And the young buck showing that ability, that agility to dance outside of the pocket, complete the deep ball.
And don't think for a second that the coaching staff didn't have their heart rate accelerate a little bit there, right? Anytime you have those young quarterbacks and they get outside of the pocket, you're just hoping that they make good decisions, because so many things can happen that can go wrong.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
Here's Watson now on 2nd down, setting up the screen for Miller. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. Give him 3 on the screen. He couldn't break free, and it's 3rd down.
I wonder what was going through his mind when he got the play call. He just got sacked on the previous play. He knows they're coming after him again. A little bit of guts to stand in there, take the hit, and successfully complete the screen pass. Really well done.
And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now, seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers? It's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
So Brady and the Pats take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. This drive starts out on the ground with Michel. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That'll be a New England 1st down, a gain of 12. Two minutes to play here in the 1st half. Back to Foxborough after this. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
The New England Patriots remain consistent on offense with a stable of running backs. They added Sony Michel, the 31st pick of the draft in 2018, to that stable at the University of Georgia, mainly for his ability to run inside the tackles and add a little thump to their game.
And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Michel trying to run inside, but nothing there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Now the Patriots moving quickly, hustling up to the line. Now they'll throw with Brady. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1. Charles, he doesn't seem to be particularly in tune with his receivers, just 2 for 7 throwing the football, but he did seem really locked in before the game.
Yeah, and that has to do with receivers sometimes. Sometimes the defenders knock them off their routes, and you're usually pretty precise. 1, 2, 3 cut, balls out of his hands to the receiver. In this case, might be off by a half step either way. They've got to find a way to get back in sync.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
This defense is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Here's Ryan Allen now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. And this one hits at the one, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. The Texans making their way out with some renewed optimism, really, in Houston for 2018. But, Charles, it all revolves around one word. It's something they didn't have in 2017. I'll give you a hint. It starts with the letter H.
I'm guessing it's not Houston.
No, it's health.
You're exactly right. Great call there, partner, because health is what really doomed their season last year. Remember, they were the #1 defense in the NFL 2 seasons ago. Whitney Merciless, a terrific outside linebacker, hurt very early last year. The face of the franchise, J.J. Watt, hurt very early last year. And who would have thought a rookie quarterback by the name of Deshaun Watson would give them the spark, the optimism they were looking for, and then when he went down, there went the season.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Back to the air, Watson on 2nd down. And he goes down. It's a Patriot sack. Now we're going to get a timeout here called by the Patriots, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. Going to need something special here on 3rd and long after that sack. What does Watson have in his arsenal? A shotgun snap for Watson. He's going to fire one deep over. And got his man complete. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. Touchdown, Houston. A big play there as the first half is winding down. And the Texans will add on to their lead. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here of the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
So the Patriots coming out now. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Brady now on 1st down. And Brady going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 49. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. He was looking for Gronk that time. On 1st and 10, Watson. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. The final shot before the break. Watson. He's letting this one go. And this is caught at the 20. And he's going to get this one down right to the edge of the red zone of the chalk of the 20. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. Here comes Bruce Ellington on the return. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back on the field here. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team. That their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
To throw on second is Watson. Now they go screen. It's complete. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. Give him 5 on the screenplay, and that'll set up a third down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Here's a carry for a former starter. This is Lamar Miller. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. Faking the give. Now Watson. Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes.
They need to stop to get back into this game, and here's one right to start the third quarter.
Yeah, anytime you go into the lockers with that 2-3 score deficit, you're right. You need that stop, get the football back, and they've done just that.
Series to series, play to play.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. On second down, here's Miller. And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. It's a 6-yard pickup to get him back to the original line of scrimmage with third down coming up. From the gun, Watson. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. Here comes the Patriots offensive unit. They'll have it first here to begin the third quarter. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance really to set the tone here in quarter 3.
They can really take charge, can't they? And this is probably how it was drawn up at the half. I think we can go inside the locker room, all right? And I think we would see up on the grease boards, stop them defensively, get the ball back for the offense, and let's go downfield and score. Seems simple, right? The last part, we have to find out that's going to happen. But the first part worked to perfection. Did exactly what they wanted, and now their offense has to pay it off.
See if they can get the latter 50%. So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect.
They certainly thought they had him surrounded and probably thought they were going to get him on the ground and get the sack, but he was able to elude that. And even though it threw it incomplete downfield, if you're a defensive back, you're loving the pressure that you're seeing from your front.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Brady again here on 2nd and 10. Flushed out right. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up third.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
New England on third down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 10. Working from the gun, it's Brady. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And the return will stop right around the 25. He was looking for Edelman there.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Off of play action, it's Watson. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
And they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line. The tackle made by Derek Rivers. The Texans on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 17. To throw is Watson. Looking deep downfield. Got a man open. It's Fuller for the Texans touchdown. Will Fuller, 32 yards. And the Texans turn that interception into a touchdown. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. Rush coming, and he's taken down. So tried to throw it in for 2 points, but the D got home, brought him down.
Yeah, got home, which means there had to be good coverage. Just had nowhere to go with the ball. Typically, you try and throw quick hitters, quick slants, maybe even a quick fade. Nothing was open. He ends up getting sacked.
The Patriot offense now set to come back out onto the field. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. On first down, Brady. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Looking back to the air on second down. It's Brady. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Dylan Cole. And he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe. Matthews, the intended target. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
They run again with Foreman. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. He lost 4 there, and it's third down. And the offense there, the O-line, everybody really on offense, they were just manhandled at the point of attack.
Yeah, you could pretty much call them all out, couldn't you? Almost by name, right? That was a very tough sequence for the offensive line. But how about that defensive front creating a new line of scrimmage and creating a lost yardage possibility?
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. Call it a loss of 8 yards on the play. And that'll bring up fourth down. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. Now the Patriot offense set to take over again. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership.
31! What's the edge?
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He's got the hook up to John Brown on the right side. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's second down. On second down, here's Brady. Letting one go deep here for Gronk. And that one knocked away and incomplete. Nice job to finish. New England on third down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6.
Mike's left. 4 down. It's on the right. Check 15.
Now a play fake. Brady. He's going deep for Brown. He's got a man. Complete. 20, 10, 5, and all the way in. Touchdown, New England. John Brown, 76 yards. And the Patriots get a score closer. Well, they went play action there and set it up nicely for him. I mean, he can flat fly, and they hit him downfield.
And it doesn't take much to create that extra bit of space that a guy of his speed needs. If you go play action, all you want is just a moment where the guy's covering, take their attention somewhere else, and then he's by him. And once he's by him, there's no catching him. As they always like to say, if a receiver's even to a defensive back, that means he's leaving.
Unless that DB is Charles Davis, right?
In that case, he left me a long time ago.
Come on now.
Trust me.
They go play action here on first down. The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. Adrian Claiborne coming hard that time. He's able to run him down for a loss of 12. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go. On second down, here's Watson. And he's going to go down again.
So when you have good field position to start a drive and you give up back-to-back sacks, that can be demoralizing for a team.
Going to need something special here on 3rd and long. After that sack, what does Watson have in his arsenal? From the gun, here's Watson. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. A crazy sequence here. A huge gain that time, but it still leaves him well short for 4th down. Here's Shane Leckler now. He's been terrific so far. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. And now out come the Patriots. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. At this stage, this drive's got to be touchdown or bust because you need 2 of them.
And if I'm the offensive play caller, I'm not just looking at my dagger plays downfield. I'm looking at some of my specials, something that can fool them and give you a big play now.
With a sense of urgency.
No doubt.
It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and it'll be 3rd down. Brady going to try and throw on 3rd down. He gets it to Brown, complete. And he's able to get it to the 33, good enough for a 1st down. He had their lone TD earlier, now he's got a 1st down. Now a play fake here on 1st down. To the left side and complete for Julian Edelman. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. I want to go back to something you said in the first quarter.
Is it a positive?
It is a positive.
Okay.
About winning the turnover battle. As a visiting team, as an underdog, you were right. They've done just that, and look where it's gotten them.
It's part of the formula. When you go on the road, as you mentioned, being an underdog.
And my goodness, another interception. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu, and he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. He was looking for Matthews that time. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it, but it just tells you about the game of football. It giveth and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times. Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
Well, partner, I think the defensive fellows got the memo, and they decided to cover him on that play.
Yeah, he's already up over 100 yards in this game. They tried a deep shot, couldn't get it.
Yeah, when you've had that much success, finally someone said, let's try and put a stop to it and put people on him.
And he'll bring this one inside the 35. Second down, a little more productive than first. 7 yards on the gain. It gets him to 3rd and 3 now.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. So now here comes the field goal team for the 3rd time today. It'll be spotted on the right hash. A 52-yard attempt. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short. No good. And this score will stay right where it is.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
Very good starting position for the Patriot offense as they come up 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Eluding the pressure, and this will be caught at the 30. He got 29 yards that time. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance.
And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. John Brown. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Patriots are back within a score. Extra point try for Gostkowski. Gostkowski the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Gostkowski now converted for 3. Now he'll kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, well, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
And this defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. They'll run with Foreman. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. And now here comes the 3rd of their timeouts defensively. So they'll be left with only the 2-minute warning to stop it from here on out. Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. Watson. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16.
Come back.
Here's Watson now on 2nd down. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say. When you have obvious passing situations, hard to vary it up and fool a defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right?
Oh, without a doubt, because you just know they're coming, and you never know exactly how. They can be exotic in their blitzes, or their athletic ability just takes over.
Gonna need something special here on 3rd and long after that sack. What does Watson have in his arsenal? Now Watson. Holder brings it in over the middle. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. They get 12 yards back, but it still leads to a 4th and long. I hate to surrender the football when you're nursing a slim lead, but they're going to have to punt it away. Trust that defense.
It's the right play at this stage of the game as well. You don't need to press it here because you do have that little bit of a cushion, and you count on your D to make it stand up.
Here's Shane Leckler now as he's on for the 5th time here today. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. Fielded just inside the 20. 8 yards on the return following a punt of 41. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. They're all finished in that game in Cleveland. And it was the Browns that wound up winners in that one. A win would be their 2nd on the young season. They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, 2nd down. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does. And in the 2nd quarter, he may very well run by him. But in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
He's back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go. Gronkowski, the intended receiver, and it'll bring up 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Back to throw. Find John Brown. And he's got the 1st down yardage before being taken down at midfield. A good pickup there at 22. One final try now for Brady. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is incomplete. So no miracles here on the final play. And this ball game is over.